Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Looking for inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ? Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Hello, and how are you this wonderful day? So, welcome to another week of A Better Chance for Youth television show. Today, I know we have been around talking to some really amazing graduates and entrepreneurs and people who are holding send-offs. Got to put a plug in for us. Our send-off is July 9th at Carver Branch Library, located in San Antonio, Texas. And we hope to see you there. We will have a fantastic time at this send-off. So today, I have the pleasure of meeting a wonderful youth. And just looking at some of her highlights, you guys will be amazed too. So I'm going to bring her on. She's going to tell us who she is and where we are today. So welcome. Thank you for coming on today. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am great. So tell the people what your name is, because I don't want to mess it up. I am horrible at pronouncing names.
Hello, my name is Anayah Armand.
Okay. Now y'all heard it. I'm going to try to say Anayah Armand. I said it right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Anayah.
Anayah. I got it right on the first shot. Look at that. So Anayah, where are you from?
I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
Awesome sauce. So Anayah is going to tell you where she's headed to this fall. I'm really excited for her. I'm happy for her because it's going to be a big climate change. So Anayah, where are you headed this fall?
This fall, I'm headed to Howard University, located in Washington, D.C.
Awesome sauce. Now, Anayah, how did you come about deciding to go to Howard? That's a big jump from Texas to D.C. area. So
well, I did. Sorry. Well, I did all my research on all the HBCUs, and I knew I wanted to go to an HBCU and I wanted to go to one with a great business program. And Howard was perfect. When I visited, the people, the faculty, the staff, the students, they just made me feel at home. And it was like a feeling that I've never felt before. Just being surrounded by that much Black excellence was just amazing. And it was way different. And I just knew, I visited a lot of other colleges, but Howard it really just made me feel amazing.
Oh, wow. That is truly, truly awesome. So what I'm hearing you say is you felt at home as soon as you got on the land. And that's really important because you're going to spend the next 4 to 5 years or 6 if you plan on getting your master's from there as well. So you got to be comfortable. So what exposed you to HBCUs? Because I'm just intrigued. From Texas, it's 9 HBCUs in Texas, and none of those parts sparked your interest. None of them.
Well, University of Houston did, but then I visited Howard, and it was completely different and a lot more different. But my parents are the ones that exposed me to HBCUs. My mom's an AKA, my dad's an Alpha. I just do a lot of volunteer work with their organizations and church. I go to Black church, everything like that. If it wasn't for my parents, I definitely wouldn't have known all this I know about HBCUs. I've been raised to just do Black first and stuff like that. So yeah, my parents exposed me, and my school didn't really do that much to expose me. I wish they would have told me more about this, because I know there's so many HBCUs out there and so many opportunities that a lot of Black students at my school don't know about. So yeah.
Oh wow. So did you with being exposed by your parents, and as you mentioned, your school really didn't tell you much about it, and you didn't feel as much support from your school. Were you able to get the information out to some of your peers?
Yes. My best friend, actually, Kendall, right? She chose PV. She was originally going to go to UTSA, but my dad runs this program called the Level Up program within our church, Resurrection Baptist Church, and it just exposes students to like HBCUs and different college things that they need to know, finances and stuff. And they took a trip to PV, and my friend loved it. So that was amazing. But that's really it. Only my dad has sent stuff to my school, try to send them like HBCU scholarships and stuff like that. They haven't really put it out there, but yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? I'm glad that you set the tone and raised the bar so that they can do what was needed for our minority scholars. Because to me, it is essential. I am an educator. I do get in a lot of good trouble because I do make sure that those opportunities are available because it's important. Now, let's go back to this. You said you felt at home when you stepped on the campus. That just sent chills like down my arm because I hear a lot of scholars say that. Now, you felt at home in the sense of like this is your Mecca. This is what did it like? Describe how that made you feel.
I would say I felt at home just as like these are my people. Like my school is like not predominantly Black at all. I have to, search out for that Black person, and then from there you have to see what type of Black person. But at Howard there was just so many like people, and they were all just so smart and Black excellence, and like the people that I know I want to be in a couple of years. And I know going there, it's just gonna make me a whole different person, not just my knowledge, but like my understanding about the Black community, and just I'll grow as like a Black woman there.
I love it. So I know we are having an amazing conversation, but we have to take a commercial every now and then. So we're going to go to a quick commercial, and I always give people something to think about before we go to commercial. So before we go to this break, Anayah, I said it right?
Yes.
Okay. Before we go to this break, I want you to tell me one thing that you learned in high school that you're going to carry with you to college. What type of, it may be a study skill, it may be something. So when we come back from this commercial, you can't forget because, Ms. Mo is kind of old and the question, I might forget what I told you. But when we come back from this commercial break, I want you to answer that for me. You remember it?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome sauce.
There's nothing better than being inspired and renewed daily by the power of God. In Morning Tea with the King, author Tish Barnhart shares inspiration through a 90-day devotional that will rejuvenate your mind with scripture and your body with daily suggested herbal teas. You'll begin to see that every experience brings about a different perspective on how to view the things that are happening in our lives as we continue on our journey. Available at Amazon, your local bookstore, or at trilogy.tv.
Welcome back. I told you it was going to be a quick commercial. So you remember the question? Because I hope.
Yes, I do.
Awesome sauce.
So one thing that I learned from high school that I'm going to take to college with me is to always put myself out there. Like you never know what people are looking for. And let me see. There was just, especially with Howard, like I honestly didn't know if I was going to make it in, but I still applied and I made it. And other situations, like I was a drum major at Samuel Clemens High School for 2 years in a row, and I applied my sophomore year to be the drum major my junior year. And that position is usually held for seniors, but I still applied and I made it. And I'm the National Honor Society vice president, student council vice president, and the band president. And those positions, like some of them, I didn't know if I was really going to make it, but I put myself out there, and you never know like the opportunities that await if you just put yourself out there.
Awesome. And you said pretty much something that is really impactful. If you do not put yourself out there, you just end up just getting passed by, and you look back and say, I didn't do anything. And going to an HBCU will definitely teach you how to speak up and not sit down. I will tell you that. So just take everything and just, enjoy it, embrace it. But drum major, let's rewind. You didn't think of doing like any band activities in college?
See, no, because it's very expensive to go to Howard for one thing, and I just want to focus on getting that business degree and put all my attention. But I'm definitely gonna do more clubs and activities when I get there. Hopefully, there's like maybe a little band club on the side, maybe somewhere I can play a little jazz, learn more about the saxophone, because I play the saxophone, by the way, alto and tenor.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, so hopefully there's like a club like that there, but I'm gonna do organizations, but just not one that's so time consuming. And band is really time consuming.
On the collegiate level, I wasn't in band. I didn't play the sax. I played the flute and clarinet. But in college, I was a soloist in choir all years. But I will tell you, there's money involved in that. You might want to look into the band. There's money involved, girl. It's an audition tape, something. But hey, I get it. You want to focus and concentrate, which makes a lot of sense. So that's pretty good. So, and you also mentioned something else, honor society.
Yes.
That speaks volumes, because I listened. You told me it's not too many people that look like yourself at your high school. So that means you were standing out already.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that is awesome. So, and you did mention you do a lot of volunteer work, which is also important. You'll find on campus there'll just be so many different causes and things that will pull you away. So you want to major in business.
Yes.
So are you already an entrepreneur? You already have you different things that you do?
No, not yet. Not yet. But I don't know. I know my goal. Do you want me to say my goal right now? Because it has to do with business. Okay, yes. My goal is to one day to start a nonprofit organization that teaches underprivileged communities about financial literacy. I chose this goal because financial literacy is rarely taught in school, especially in minority communities, and I want to help reduce the racial wealth gap. So I know that with that business degree that I get from Howard, it's gonna help me learn my finances and then help others with that as well.
I love it, and you are absolutely correct. It is not taught. I know that we as an organization, my nonprofit, we teach it to parents too. Because sometimes the parents don't know as much. And then with the different changes that's going on in different financial aspects, especially with the FAFSA this year, is going to be a tremendous change on that. Hey, I might have you volunteer for me, get you some hours under your belt, some experience.
I would love to. I'd love to.
Hey, we had to talk offline about that. Yeah, Anayah is an amazing scholar going to Howard. Howard alum. You need to link up with her. Going places. So, what makes you most nervous about going from Texas to DC? I just have to ask.
Nervous? Okay. I don't know. Let me see. Just I'm gonna have to be a lot more alert, because I know there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to be alert. Don't be stupid. Always be with someone at every time. That's really I don't want to say safety, but there's danger everywhere. But I'm just 'cause it's a city. At the end of the day, it's a city, and I'm just gonna have to have common sense. And and also just the cold. I visited. It's freezing. I visited. People are saying that it wasn't barely even cold, and I was already dying. So I'm gonna have to really acclimate to that.
Yeah, we might have to get you some winter coats. Not the winter coats they sell here, because that's not.
Yeah.
When I go home and visit, I have a coat that I only wear when I go up north. So yeah, it's a serious situation up there. But you'll do fine. I mean, once you get in the building and you get your first taste of that first winter snow, you'll be okay. Trust me. Okay. I grew up in it. You'll be okay. But when I went this last winter when I went home, It was like a bad snowstorm had hit, and reality sunk in. I was like, "This is why I moved away." But you'll be okay. You will
And
be
I'm moving towards it. So we'll see.
okay. You got it. I believe in you. So your major is going to be business, and your ultimate goal is to have a nonprofit, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So with your nonprofit, so what I'm hearing you say is that you want to teach financial literacy because it's going to close the gap. Definitely will close the gap. Because if you look at different generations, what do you know about generational curses or generational things that people say, well, it's because my mom had it and it just trickles down? I guess I'm trying to explain it so you understand. Will you be teaching to that?
Yeah, I definitely want to teach. I want to teach all of it, like the barriers that are put in place to keep us down, like predatory mortgage schemes and just stuff. I'm gonna try to go like really into depth, like the why and what we can do to fix it.
I love it. You keep me posted on what you're doing. I definitely do have college scholars come back and they mentor to the kids in my program, and they also in everything we do. Thanks COVID. Everything we do, mostly mentoring wise, our classes and things like that, are virtually. Something we learned from COVID, but. So, hey, get you some intern hours, some volunteer hours, because you do need those in most college organizations if you choose to be a part of those. But goodness, our time is going so fast, and we got another commercial break. But this time, I want you to tell me. This is just different. I want you to tell me, what was a teacher? Tell me about a teacher that impacted you the most. It could be your parent, because mine, both my parents are educators, and every time somebody told me to talk about a teacher, I use them. But if it's not, that's fine too. What teacher impact you the most, and what lesson you learned from them? So after this commercial break, I want you to tell me exactly that, and just pray I pushed the right button for the right commercial. I'll edit that out, but I'm just saying.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Welcome back. That's my good friend, Mr. Mason. I don't know if your school allows you all to use that application, but it's a really good application. You get to apply for $20. You get to apply to over 60 HBCUs. I think it's 67, but I'm gonna just say 60 to be safe. For $20, that's not bad. So I've been having every scholar that has been in my program not only has received scholarship money from filling out that application, but they also were able to get like a jump start before everybody else, because they don't use the application here like you named earlier. So let's get to our question. What teacher see, I remember, you should be proud of me, and I am good. What teacher or adult impact you the most this year?
I would say not a teacher, but definitely my dad. He's been pushing me since day one. I still remember what really started my confidence and stuff is when I was in the 6th grade. I got a failing grade on just simply not practicing my saxophone. And then from there, he saw that grade and he made me practice 30 minutes a day. And then I got really good at the sax. I started building my confidence, and that gave me the confidence to apply for all these things and organizations that I'm a part of. but he's just always there pushing me, telling me I can do it. And like, just, he said, there's always opportunities out there. It just depends on how hard you're willing to work for them. So he's definitely put that mindset in me and just like, lit that fire so I can just keep going and doing great things.
Awesome. So I'm a daddy's girl like you, so I understand. I get it. I am. That, I think, to me, when I left for college, that was like the hardest thing. I'm like, I'm gonna be away from my parents, my safety net. So, and then I have scholars that I talk to that are in college now. I'm like, hey, you ain't been home in about 3 weeks. What's going on? So, but that's awesome. Now, you do a lot of volunteer work. You are a part of everything. You're amazing saxophone player, because they don't just let anybody be a drum major. My hat's off to you, because marching band, I want to say, how long did I last? I think 2 weeks, because it was hot. And them laps just wasn't working for me. I was like, I can't do that. So, band. I'm still gonna mention this back to you. You said all of these things, and you said you want to put your studies first, which is wonderful. I can't agree with you more. Now, what do you think? How important do you think time management will be? Because you do all these activities in high school, and I know it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I know time management is going to be very important, especially like moving like to a whole different like state. That for one thing is going to be something I have to adapt to. But to Howard, for one thing, it's just going to be so many things going on, so many activities, and I'm going to have to the work-life balance, because I am in all these clubs, but I do like to have fun. And I'm going to have to just balance it all. And it's going to be new to me, but I think I'm going to have a lot more time because I'm not in band, and I made my schedule, and I'm like, compared to high school, the schedule is completely different. I feel like I might have a lot more time, but we'll see. First time, we'll see. I'll figure it out.
I think, you know what, one thing you will learn, you probably already have learned, being that you said both your parents are HBCU graduates.
No, they're not. That's why they pushed me so hard. Like, they both regret not going, and a lot of people I hear, like, I wish I went to an HBCU, so I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm just going to go first time.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Tell your parents to go to Howard homecoming, because some say, I've been to a lot of homecomings. I don't think I've been to Howard's though. But if they go to homecoming, embrace the experience. Because then you said you felt Black excellence when you walked on campus as just visiting. When you go to homecoming and you see all the classes come back and how they respect the university, I'm kind of like jealous of you, because you got Felicia Rashad on your campus.
I've seen the pictures. My friend, I saw her Instagram. She was just behind her, just taking video. Oh my God, she's walking in front of me. So yeah.
Oh my God. So I'm kind of looking, we know her as Claire Huxley. So so you are going to be in an amazing place. I am extremely proud of you, and I see nothing but success coming your way. Now I know we've talked. It don't even seem like it's been that long, but I am extremely excited of everything you told me, and then the stuff that you got on the way. So let's flash forward to your first day on campus. Your first day. We could just imagine your first day on campus. What is the first thing you think you're going to do?
Okay, I'm going to wake up really early so I can get to that first class. I'm going to sit in the front, because I've seen like statistics about you sit in the front, you're more likely to be paying attention. I'm going to, that's the first thing I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm going to, of course, like plan out my outfits for the entire week, the day before. I'm going to be prepared.
I love it. I'm extremely excited for you. I'm going to make sure that the Howard alum, if you are watching, you know how we do. She is amongst family, we had to make sure that she is set up for success. Now, did you register for the send-off here? Because we do have a large population of Howard alum here.
Yes, I did register for the send-off.
Okay, because they look every year. Ms. Brodnick looks every year for Howard alum. And she sometimes she prepared like a gift basket just for Howard alum. I started to act like I went there, and it didn't work. You know, she's like, no, Miss Mo quit it. You did not. I graduated from Wilberforce. And then you got to know how to introduce your school. That's the other thing, you know, a thing amongst HBCU grads. You had to put the in front of it.
Okay.
You know, so you know, somebody say, "Oh, what school do you?" I went to the Howard. You got to say it that way.
I'll get better at that. I'll do that.
It's just something we do. So, guys, I have enjoyed myself talking with Miss Anayah Armand. I hope I said it. Anayah Armand. Yay! Winning. And she is going to be a business major that is going to definitely change the world one day. Her passion is financial literacy. And you know how some of us can be with our finances. I actually am going to invite her. This is going to put probably something on her plate. Once she get acclimated to school, I want her to come back, and she's going to talk to our kids about financial literacy, because, you know, sometimes kids, they just think money grow on trees. I don't know. I did at one point till I had to get out and start paying my own bills. It's, you know, kind of emotional that day. So before we go, everybody has a mantra, and I love to hear people's quotes or something they live by that they use to motivate them to get through. Do you have like a quote or something that you go to that like helps motivate you to do the best that you can?
I mean, I don't know if it's a quote, but I just always tell myself there's always opportunities out there. It just depends on how hard you're willing to work for it. So, yeah.
Love it. Well, see, that just gave me the drive. There's always opportunities out there. You said you just got to have the drive.
Got to work hard for it.
The drive and work hard for it. So this has been Ms. Mo, A Better Chance for Youth Television, with my wonderful guest here that is headed to Howard. Oh, I forgot. How you got to say it again?
The Howard University.
I love it. Our future bison is in the building. Don't be surprised if I pop up at homecoming, because, you know, I am in this HBCU culture. You never know where I will end up. I think I shocked a student a scholar last quarter. I showed up at his school, and he just kept looking. He said, "I thought that was you, but I wasn't sure because you're supposed to be in Texas." I said, "You never know where I will end up." But I am extremely proud of you. Thank you for giving me time today to tell us about your experience and your perseverance. Like, it takes a lot to persevere and still make the unique decision to attend an HBCU in a world where it's not popular at your school. So I am proud of you. This has been Ms. Mo, A Better Chance for Youth Television, with my wonderful guest, Ms. Anayah Armand from San Antonio, headed to the Howard University, future bison. Thank you, and we will see you next week. I honestly don't know who I have coming on, but as we are getting into the school, we will start prepping our scholars, our first-time scholars headed to campus. I'm excited. I think I might help somebody move in, but now I can't help you. You're going too far. And plus, can't help you move in them dorms. But hey, I can teach you how to flag people down and say, "Hey, I can't live this. Can you help me out?" You get to do that. All right. So it's been real. We will see you guys later.
Thanks for watching A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson. The television show where we highlight incredible students in their quest to change the world. Join us each and every week as we uplift our youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. So until next time, God bless. From your friends on A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson.